Hello everyone, it's Albert the Caretaker from Sutton Village Church here, and welcome to Friday Club. Hope you've had a good week. Tonight, we're going to continue our grand tour of the Bible. Remember, the Bible is God's little instruction book on how to live the best life possible, and it's split up into 66 smaller books. So far, we've looked at the first 10, and tonight, we're up to books 11 and 12, which are called, you ready? 1 and 2 Kings. And guess what they're about? Yep, more kings! And there were loads of them. Look, I can't even pronounce half of these names. Look, there was loads. Oh my word. They all took it in turns to try and run God's special country for him. I think I'd make a good king, don't you? How about King Albert? What do you think? Cool, isn't it? Oh, there are so many things I'd like to do if I was king. The first thing I'd do is make sure everyone had enough to eat and drink. Because not everyone does, you know. What do you reckon? Anyway, one of the real kings in 1 Kings was called King Solomon. He was known for his wisdom. Though he can't have been that wise. He had 700 wives. Can you imagine, boys, having 700 wives? Oh my word. How wise are you, I wonder? What would you do in these tricky situations? What would you do if you accidentally knocked a precious vase off a table and broke it? Would you try and stick it back together? Would you put it in the bin and hope no one noticed? Or would you tell a grown-up? I'd like to think you'd tell a grown-up. You might get into a bit of trouble at first for being a bit clumsy, but we're all clumsy every now and then, and they'll trust you more in the future because you were honest and you didn't try to hide what you'd done. What about this one? Okay, you're at school, it's spelling test day, and the teacher has accidentally left the list of spellings up on the wall, so you could just copy them if you wanted. What do you think would be the right thing to do? Well, I'm not sure I'd tell the teacher in front of everyone. The rest of the class might think I was being a bit too much of a goody-goody Albert. If I could tell the teacher in private, I would tell them. I think if it was me, I would probably do the test without looking at the wall, because if you look and cheat, you're only really cheating yourself, aren't you? What about if you found a £20 note on the pavement and there was no one else around spotting you picking it up? What would you do? Well, that's a tricky one, isn't it? If you've got grown-ups nearby right now, why don't you pause this video and go and talk with them about what they think you should do? Well, what did you decide? I think I would probably just leave it, but I'm not sure there is a right or wrong answer there. It's difficult to be wise all the time, isn't it? And sometimes even King Solomon got it wrong. But God still used him to do some amazing things in 1 Kings. I'll tell you about one of the kings in 2 Kings a bit later. But now, shall we sing a song?